What's up, guys? Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and today we're celebrating my 1,300 subscribers on YouTube and finally opening my Gyropalooza package. Let's get to it.
Alright guys, before we get to the unboxing, we have a giveaway to take care of. In my first Lefty Round video, I asked you guys to comment and tell me what is your preferred throwing style, and that would get you in the running for a special edition Paradox. So we have 7 eligible participants right here. Let's give your names a shuffle and a spin to see who's winning. And the winner is Dan Literally Dies. That Dan Wesco, right? I'll confirm that, but if that's you, bud, I will be getting in touch with you, and I'll probably see you at Putting League. If not, I'll get your information, and I'll send you this disc. But thanks to everyone who participated. Now, on to the unboxing.
So yeah, guys, we got 1,300 subscribers on YouTube. Really appreciate all the support over the years, guys. It's awesome. If it's your first time here and you like what you see, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate the support. But yeah, the United States Postal Service really kept me waiting on my Gyropalooza packs. I think today is actually the day Europe just got theirs released, so I'm opening mine in solidarity with them. So let's start up. So first up, ooh, very pretty Proto Balance. Dyer's Delight white core with a red rim. Is a 177 gram. Like I said in my review, I really like the Proto Balance. It slots between a pyro and a deflector. And honestly, I could probably get rid of both discs and cover it with just this one. But my problem is that this isn't going to be like the stock release. The stock release is going to be more understable. So since I can't guarantee a good supply of these overstable versions, I can't fall in love with it. I don't want to be relying on a disc that I can't replace. Next up, we got the Gyropalooza Total Eclipse Vanish. The Vanish was a disc I really enjoyed when I came over to MVP. Just as a big bomber, I threw the Innova Colossus. It's a 14-speed Neg 3.2, and this was an 11-speed version of it, in my opinion. It was much more controllable, but yeah, it was really fun. Hyzer flipping in the woods and more. Where I really found use for it was just out in the woods where I could really let it just move laterally. I could just bomb this thing. Now, I know the MVP Open version in 2022, I think? Or was it 23? I forget. But that one came out, the Plasma, it came out super overstable. It was more like Fireball than Vanish. This one definitely looks a little more on the understable side. But I've seen some reviews, and they do have some bite to them, so might need to mess around with this. I love 11-speed rims. They just fit really comfortable in my hand, so we'll see how that goes. Shay, throw up glow versions of all these discs that you find, too, if any of them glow. All right. Next up, we got the Eugene Cernan commemorative parachute. Might be having some fun with this at Mercer Glow. We'll see. Personally, I prefer the pitch as my catch disc from MVP. Just the understable, good beadless rounded rim. Just love the hyzer flips I can get with it, and just really good annies. So this is really fun though. It's a nice overstable one speed. I think it is the most overstable one speed we've seen out there. The Spore would be the next most overstable, but this I think this has a little more bite. Whew. Got a pretty pixel with the rainbow stamp R2 and that blue rim. That is just real nice. I've been meaning to get my hands on a premium pixel and throw it just to see how I like it. I really enjoyed throwing the Electron pixels, but I think I would want something that's just a little more durable. I don't need to be up to be a flippy throwing putter, so maybe an R2, or if I get a Total Eclipse in here, that'd be cool. Next up, R2 Signal. I got a Neutron in the bag, in my backup bag right now. I'm just loving it for hyzer flips. I'm throwing left-handed backhand shots, and the Signal has been comfortable for that as well, so been messing around with it a little bit more. Not a bad disc. I can smell it from here. This is an orange Proton, just regular Proton, Envy, right? Yep, Envy, 172 gram. And this is one of the orange scented Envies. I got one. And it is very, very strong smell. So I believe I don't think I got one. I think my friend showed me one though, and they've done the orange scented discs before in the past, and they had a bit of a smell to them, but like it was very faint. This one is definitely more pungent. So MVP is making steps in the right direction on that department. If they want to do scented discs, let's see. We got this is a lift, right? I can tell by the rim. Yep, lift. I just got a really sick dyed up neutron lift in a Secret Santa from the Robbie C Discord, and it's got me wanting to try the lift again. So if I like it, I got an Eclipse version now to throw. The last ones I had were like that first run of Eclipse lift, which were like super overstable. MVP put out a lab report explaining, just the problems they had, and they've since fixed it. And this definitely looks more liftish than overstable. Another disc that was meant to be, I think this is what -2.1 are the numbers on the lift, and I think it was more flare-esque. Ooh, this is a Fission Defy. Yep, Fission Defy, 171 gram. I talked about in the review. It's kind of a utility disc for me. Like if I know I'm going into very very heavy winds, I will take out my most overstable Fission Photon and replace it with a Fission Defy, and just know I can have that reliable fade at the end. Just very comfortable. Again, 11 speeds, love them. This is Detour. This is a Detour blue 177 gram. Real nice, simple. I have the Detour in my backup bag, and I am just beating the heck out of it and making it fly like a brand new uplink, and I am loving the flights. So definitely need to start cycling some more Detours. What do we got next? This is Hex, right? Total Eclipse Hex, yep. So we got a Total Eclipse Hex here with some black in the rim, which probably is what makes it the R2. And then, ooh, this is pretty in a wide rim. And there's not many wide rim drivers in these packs from what I'm seeing. Octane, 166 gram Proton. Just a little too much for my arm. 13, the pre-flight number Octanes were flipping up that I could use them as bombers, but didn't really have good control over them. So, like I said, I stick to 11 speeds. The Fission time lapse is the one exception as my absolute bomber. I have some pretty good control with that. All right, but that has been this box for Gyropalooza. I had to wait long enough to get it. I got some good pulls in there. Now, I kind of slipped it in the beginning there. You guys know how I roll. This would be the end of a video normally, but I have a problem. I bought two. So, starting up on box number 2, we got the Balance. Real nice, pretty blue-purple combo, 177 gram. We got our Vanish again, Total Eclipse. We got our Eugene Cernan, a commemorative parachute. Yeah, is this? I'm sorry. Yeah, are these all protons? Are these all softies? Maybe I forget. This is Eclipse Soft, I think. Yeah, it would make sense as a catch disc, right? Yeah, Eclipse Soft. So clarify Eclipse Soft on those. Ooh, hello. 172 gram R2 Tempo with the rainbow stamp. I like they're having fun with these stamps. This is one I know a lot of people are looking for. I can tell this thing's got to be glowing. There's a lot of sparkles in the core here. Really might mess around with this a little bit. Tempo is just it's a disc I like it. I can throw it, but I throw discs in my bag already that cover its lines, so it's kind of been hard to slot. I have been jamming on the Eclipse Tempo, though, at my glow events, so I'm loving it for that. Don't know if this guy will really fit, though, because usually the glow in the R2 cores is just very dampened by the dark material. So it looks cool. It's all swirly and, kind of like starlight almost, but not really efficient glow. Next up, we have an Impulse, 160 gram. Haven't messed with the Impulse in a long time. And then, yeah, this might have some glow in it too. Real comfortable, real fun. It was a, I think like the Insanity kind of steals the spotlight from it a little bit, but still a great control driver. We have, it's overmolded. There's no bead. That means this is a pitch, right? Sorry. Hard to tell these catch just because there it is, pitch. Yep, it's my favorite one speed. Eclipse pitch. Like I said, I just like the smooth releases on it, and I can really throw some cool lines, especially at Mercer through those woods at night. The pitch is really valuable. This is another lift, right? A little bit of curl on the bottom. Where is the name? Hello. There it is. Yep, lift. Yep, so we have an Eclipse lift, another one. Like I said, if I get the lift back in the bag, I'm gonna have some backup for it. Pixel, nice and soft, electron soft. Yep, 174 gram. What's the R2 on it? I'm curious. Oh, it looks cool enough. Don't see anything too. Okay, I see a little kind of like an unclean joint right there. But otherwise, good pick, good throwing disc. Like I said, I like throwing the Pixel. Just kind of more interested probably in a more premium version of it. Pyro, love my pyros. Yeah, I was bagging the Fission Pyro in my practice bag, and that thing is just so overstable. I think I actually need to put it in my fieldwork bag just to beat it up. It was just hooking up way too much for me, so I ended up dropping the Fission and going back to the Prism Proton Pyro in both of my bags. I have one in my main bag I've been throwing for years, love it with the TK stamp. And then I have a Dan Brooks Wells Tour Series one from like 2 years ago in my practice bag, just beating that in. I feel like it pushes so much straighter before dumping out compared to the Fission. But yeah, I love my Prism Proton Pyros and got another one now. Ooh, it's like Tequila Sunrise, brownish, burnt orange rim, Crave, right? Yep. So 172 gram Crave. Yeah, everyone loves the Crave, and that Cosmic Neutron's looking good. Heartbeat. I know this rim. This is a time lapse. Yep, time lapse. Nice and domey. I love the Fission time lapse. It's an absolute bomber. Hit some crazy hyzer flips with it. Really great disc. And this is, definitely a good backup if I get it. And then that is the end of the box. And our unboxing is what I would normally say, but again, I have a problem. I went and drove to Cosmic on release day and got a brick and mortar box. Because I had to get one. Let's spin around. Starting off. Got my balance. Yeah, so no golden ticket, unfortunately, guys. We got the Total Eclipse Vanish. This is a 175 gram. And we got our Eclipse Soft Parachute. Ooh, these are my colors, orange and black. This is a Virus. The Virus, and more stuff I'm pretty sure it glows up too. Virus was an old friend of mine when I came to MVP. I needed something to replace my Champion Monarch. And the Virus had the same flight number, so I grabbed the Virus. And did a lot of fun stuff with it when I first came over to throw in gyro. But eventually I just beat the heck out of Fission Photons to the point they covered this line. Although I kind of need to revisit the Virus because I'm really trying to find, I throw the uplink and the relay, and I feel like they don't have much distance separation between the two. So I'm trying to find like a 7 or 8 speed in that like -3-1 slot. I do have a Fission Rhythm I'm beating up, but it's just not quite where I want it. So a lot of people have been telling me throw the Virus, so might need to check it out again. Signal in R2. Been throwing the Signal a lot in my backup bag. You've seen I've been throwing lefty backhands, and the Signal's my go-to driver for lefty backhands. So really fun, just hyzer flip disc. It's great, like if you're giving a newbie their first driver, the Signal's what I'd recommend. Did I get 2? It's not as strong as the orange, but this is a Peppermint Envy. So I got both scented discs. That's cool. I'm gonna be sure everyone's saying to put them in like a Ziploc bag and push the air out to preserve the smell on them. So I'm going to. Here's the brick and mortar box exclusive, the Thrill. So I got mine kind of like pale green core, kind of darker green rim. kind of, it's supposed to be like the earth elements, so the colors work for me there. We got, this is going to be another parachute, right? We got a parachute Plasma Soft. Yeah, so this is going to be from the Glitch World Championships. So we got a 150 gram. We got, this is a Plasma Soft Glitch, right? Yeah, with the black rim, it's got to be a Glitch. Yep, Glitch. So Plasma Soft Glitch. Ooh, what are you? Crave? Yep. So a 172 gram Eclipse Crave. So I've been using this as like, there's very few shots at the glow I play that require a driver, but sometimes you gotta finesse something, and the Crave's been my go-to. And rounding out this box, 172 gram time lapse. Ah, cool. So I got a neutron time lapse too. And I really hope the camera can show that off. I don't know if it will. The rim on this thing is real pretty. It's, you got the blue core, and the rim has like this dark, orange red, almost like, kind of like blood orange color. Orange swirled into that lighter orange rim. This is Tequila Sunrise, if I had to describe it. That looks real cool. All right. No more boxes, guys. I do have my limits, but this has been my unboxing of my 2024 Gyropalooza packs. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, as I mentioned, I'm also doing a celebration of 1,300 subscribers. I thought a fun way to do it would be you guys can get one of these discs. One disclaimer. I drove to get this darn thing, so I am keeping the thrill. Sorry, I have an Eagle collection. I gotta keep this guy going for the collection. That's off the table. Everything else, though, is up for grabs. So to win the disc that you want, all you have to do is just comment down below and tell me what disc do you want. And if you're really cool, timestamp it for me, just so I know. Like if you say, I want your balance, you can timestamp so I know exactly which balance you're talking about. And that disc will be yours. Keep the comments open for a few days. Let you guys get your submissions in, and then I'll post a cutoff in the comment section, and I'll do a drawing to pick the winner. And I'll reach out to you to get your information and send you that disc. And as always, guys, you do have to be subscribed to the channel. So make sure, again, if you aren't subscribed and you want to win a disc, be a subscriber and then do the commenting and the liking and all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you again for all your support. If you have any questions for me, reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care.
Thank you to my sponsors. For all your disc golf needs, check out Phoenix Discs and Foundation Disc Golf.